Everybody's doing well today. All right. Okay, first person here is beautiful one for today. You may have good news coming in. You got success coming in around whatever you're putting effort into. Choices and options may come in around social activity, and negativity moves into the past. A wish comes true. Anxiety eases. Not bad. Life is beginning to come back into balance, and you may be spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Alpha, general. Okay, life is moving forward and you're ready for it. You may feel relief around paying off a bill of debt or a loan. You have money coming in. You also may be planning travel. Success is coming in around work, school, or business. Your luck is about to change for the better, especially around like a career, work, school, business. Summer, love. When it comes to love, lay down the laws, set boundaries, and explore your options. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders when you're clear about your wants and needs around love, and you explore your options. You could have an Aries here. You could have an Aquarius here. You may also have a Sagittarius coming in. A new journey may be beginning before the end of this year. New love for tomorrow. New love for tomorrow. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Solution to a problem is in front of you. You'll figure it out before the end of the day. You're no longer holding yourself back, and you'll walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Be wise, general. It looks like you've got money is coming in, finances are improving, and you could be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. There's good news coming in around work, school, or business. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You also could be working on a new creative project or creative hobby. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or receive good news this month. Earth Girl, general. Earth Girl, general. Life moves forward towards greener pastures when you listen to your intuition. Could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Lay down the law, set boundaries, it'll serve you well. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Negativity moves into the past. And you may come up with an idea from like a side business, side project, side hustle, which may be bringing in extra cash. Macy, general for the day. You have a wish that comes true. Money comes in. Finances are improving. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Somebody can make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. An old wound is healing and moving into the past. You could be spending time with an Aquarius. Cinnamon for the rest of the week for me. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and listen to your intuition. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and so does negativity. With the Magician, you may have the ability to manifest new opportunities, especially around career. You have the world at your feet. Life is moving forward, and you may hear from somebody you've been hoping to hear from or receive good news. That could be like a work, school, or business related. There may be good news coming in. Starfall, love. Success comes in around love when you leave people, places, and things in the past that no longer serve you. Happiness and success comes in. Could be with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, but you might have choices and options. There could be two water signs, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Especially Cancer comes up very strong around you. Listen to your intuition and express your wants and needs around love. Could bring in more choices, but also you could get what you want. Bacon, general for tomorrow. Could have some money coming in. Finances may be improving. Disappointments are healing and moving into the past. Maybe spending time with fire. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Cause for celebration comes in around getting good news around work, school, or business. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready and walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Hi, Mel. Hi, Adonis. AA, has A really moved on from me, and should I move on also? Does look like two people that are moving in opposite directions. Like things are stagnant and you may find that to be disappointing. The relationship is out of balance. The two of you are not looking for the same thing. The cards can't tell you what to do. You have to make the decision. But if you feel like this isn't going anywhere, or it's not improving, or things have been stagnant, it may be time to explore new options. Pallavi, love. When it comes to love, lay down the laws, set boundaries, express your wants and needs. Empress is bringing in love and money, or more of it. Sagittarius is coming in. Shush! Possibly a Pisces. Somebody can make you an offer that will be hard to turn down. Listen to your intuition and explore your options. Not bad. Not bad. Aries Sun for the next 24. Maybe spending time with a Libra. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and life begins to move forward. You may have choices and options. If you're undecided, don't make any decisions, but explore your options. You've got a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Life could also change quickly around a Scorpio. Not looking back on the past, life is moving forward. Not bad. Not bad. Life's moving forward towards greener pastures, and you may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Okay. Not a bad day. B. Oh, B, the donations went up to $3. I'll answer this one, but just so you know for next time. What are G's current feelings for me? May find you to be somebody who's genuinely a nice person, somebody who is smart, intelligent, independent, and courageous, somebody who is down to earth and reliable, a loyal friend. Emin, the decision has been made, and the news may come across a week from now. Who is selected, me or someone else? Okay, let's see. You got a good shot at this. I'm going to say, as of right now, I think it's you. I think it's you. You got the 10 of Cups. You should be getting this. Let's see what happens. Davy, general for the next 3 weeks. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business, and you may have money coming in. Slow and steady wins the race, but life's moving forward towards greener pastures. Disappointments are healing and moving into the past, and the hard work that you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. An old wound is healing and moving into the past. And then you may run into, hear from, or reconnect with an old friend, someone that you haven't seen in a while. Not bad. Lily, general for the next 2 weeks. For the next 2 weeks, you have money coming in, finances are improving, disappointments are healing, life is moving forward. Life is coming into balance, and you have good news coming in around work, school, or business. You may be making a decision around work, school, or business that could lead you to more money. That's positive. That may be that business thing that you've been concerned about, like feeling relief around it. Davey, I did. Lily, I did. Yeah, but B, the idea is that the people that get to skip the line are paying $3. You see what I'm saying? Like, they haven't asked a free question either. But if you want to skip the line, the minimum is $3. You see what I mean? So it's like I answered a question for you for less than $3. If everybody does that, then my $3 is no longer, you see what I mean? It's like the whole idea of having a donation is to skip the line. If you donate less than that, you're skipping the line, but then everyone else will do it. It's fine for this time, but I'm just saying, anybody that wants to skip the line, the minimum is $3. Whether you've had a free question or not, you still get the free question. It's just when I get to it, whenever I get to it. I don't know if I explained that right. I think I'm up to Maggie for the next 48. You might have choices and options that come in around social activity. Somebody can make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and you could be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Maybe spending time with the Sagittarius, and something may happen that makes you happy. Not bad. Not bad. Sally, does Sam want to reconcile? What does reconcile mean to you? Committed relationship, friendship, communication. Mary, anything good coming my way? Yeah, you may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. You could be planning travel, possibly a road trip. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Old wounds heal and move into the past. A wish comes true. Something nice could happen around the home. Moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home, and a disappointment or a heartache is healing and moving into the past. Dolphin, will I score above 75 tomorrow? I believe you will, yes. Lucky, general. You have success coming in around work, school, or business. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Could have money coming in, a new journey begins. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. You may be planning travel, possibly a road trip. Negativity moves into the past, and you may feel relief around life moving forward in general. Not bad. Not bad. Lily, love read for the rest of the year. Love read for the rest of the year. Love for the rest of the year. If you're undecided, don't make any decisions until you're ready, but life should be moving forward. You have a couple of people coming in, maybe more towards the end of the year, but you could have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You're laying down the law, setting boundaries. Life is moving forward. You also could have air, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. The world is at your feet and a wish comes true. Not bad. Not bad. Sarah, prices are kept also because it's you who decides your worth and what one question is worth. than taking your energy and time. Yeah, but I don't know if it's a self-worth thing for me that I have a hard time with charging people or even enforcing rules, and maybe like a self-worth issue for me, because I always feel like people deserve to be paid more than me. I don't know why that's something that's my problem, but I used to read for my friends for free for years. So charging people was a new thing to begin with. And when I first started the channel, there was no minimum. And what was happening is people would literally be sending in 25 cents and they would be asking like 15 questions and I would be on for hours. And it was just, I couldn't get through all of them. And it would be like the same person would spend like $3 and ask like 15 questions. And finally, like I discussed it with the moderators, I'm like, we're gonna have to set a minimum. Otherwise, like some of the questions were like 13 cents. So I came up with the 199 because it was the cheapest it was the cheapest amount, I think, that you could type the question in, because that was another thing. I didn't want to have to go looking for the questions. So that's why I chose 199. And, it's like we were saying the other night. These are the rules. The rules are if you want to skip the line, you pay the $3. Otherwise, you wait. And you can wait. You can ask a free question every live stream, but if you're going to cut in front of the other people that are already waiting, it has to be $3. Anyway. I feel like it's more unfair to the people waiting than it is me, which is wrong because I should value my time, effort, and energy. But for some reason, I value other people more than me. It's sick. It's sick. But I'm working on it. Martisha, money messages. I got some pressing, oh God, not nearly enough money. I know, right? All of us. I got taxes due. Well, you do have money coming in. So the weight of the world slips off your shoulders when money comes in. Are you expecting money with the Ten of Pentacles? Like waiting on a payout of some type? Because that money may come in. The hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. And you could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. With the Magician, you have the ability to make it happen. So I don't know how exactly everything is going to play out. I don't know what the bills are. You may have to make a couple of phone calls and explain the situation to some of these people, but I think you're going to be able to figure it out where you don't get in trouble for anything. And then that's another thing too, which I also think has to do with self-worth. I can't speak for anybody but myself, but sometimes I feel like being bad with money, not saying you or anybody else's, I'm just saying like for myself, being bad with money, I think that's also a self-worth thing. It's like not thinking enough of myself to plan ahead for the future. It's like I knew this bill was coming. Why wasn't I more diligent about putting money aside for it? But I wasn't. Why? Like, why? I don't know. There's so many things that I have to figure out. Anyway, I knew this bill was coming. Like the goat in that video. I knew what time it was. Oh, you're welcome, Explorer. Ruchi, next in love. When it comes to love, you've got lay down the law, set boundaries, and don't be afraid to express your wants and needs around love. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. You have a Sagittarius and an Aries here. Listen to your intuition and life begins to move forward. Perseverance pays off. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. If you're feeling undecided, don't make any decisions until you're ready. You also could have a Scorpio here. Perseverance around love takes you to where you need to be. It may be a little bit frustrating, or it may be a lot of like hit and miss, but eventually you find the well-functioning relationship. I know it's like you got a lot of people around you. Nisha, you just want one card? All right. One card it is. Aha! The wish card. Beautiful. You could be spending time with an Aquarius with this card. But it's the wish card. A wish may be coming true. It's time to be hopeful. Mega love. Oh no. COVID and bronchitis? Oh God, Lucky. I hope you feel better. That shit sucks. Mega love. You're no longer holding yourself back. Life is moving forward. Listen to your intuition and walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. And then romance could come in. Love and money could be coming in around the water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Amen for this week with O. Lay down the law, set boundaries. If you're feeling like you're not getting your needs met, you say something, because things are showing as a little bit slow, maybe even a little bit out of balance. Nothing terrible is happening. It just may be a slow week. That may be grating on your nerves. Don't be afraid to express your grievances. Virta, General. Money comes in, finances improve, anxiety eases and moves into the past. Success comes in around work, school, or business. Paying off a bill of debt can make you feel relief, and you may be spending time with a Leo. That's pretty good. Oh my God, it does suck. Sleep. I feel like sleeping is the best thing you can do. Liz, love for this week. Yeah, you got a love offer coming in, and things could change for you for the better quickly. Maybe with water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, success could come in. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders. You got a committed relationship here. If you're already with this person, things look good. If you're not with anyone, you have water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You also could have Aries. Negativity moves into the past and life moves forward. Linus, any good news coming my way soon? You could have good news coming in around work, school, or business. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Life is moving forward. You're ready for it. And you could have some choices and options coming in. Don't be afraid to lay down the law, set boundaries, and life moves forward. Not bad. I'm good, Explorer. I hope you are too. Purely, update on Roger's energy. How's he been doing? He's okay. He shows us like his energy is like it's stable, grounded, but stagnant. He may be feeling like a little bit lack of ambition, or maybe even like lack of ambition and also feeling impatient, but he's okay. He's okay. Butterfly A for tomorrow. I got good drugs. Hopefully I'll be good as new soon. I hope. That's rough. Bronchitis sucks. COVID sucks. It all sucks. For tomorrow, old wounds are healing and you're no longer holding yourself back. You may have money coming in or news of money coming in. Could be spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or water, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Listen to your intuition. Amy, for the next 48 hours for Sunny. Next 48 hours for Sunny. Empress is bringing in love and money, or more of it, with choices and options around social activity. This person's luck is changing for the better, and they're no longer holding themselves back. They may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Emily, near future for Jane and me. You've got growth, change, and transformation that comes in around communication. Negativity is moving into the past, and the hard work you put in comes back and pays off. You should be spending time together. Don't be afraid to express your wants and needs around the situation. Wait, I just got a PayPal that came in. this is like I saw the question, it may be a private thing. Natasha, I'm reading it now. Yes, I think that they will. I think if you get everything straightened out, I think you go but right back to where you were. I don't think that they wanted to do what they did, but I think they had to do it, like legally. I think you're going to be fine. What a stressful, very stressful. I mean, we don't need this stress. Holy good God. I didn't know if you wanted me to read the question out loud, that's why. I feel like life should just be a little less stressful. Martisha, I have 2 payouts and I'm waiting on, but I assumed it would be further down the line. I have regular work. I know, I hear you. Well, it could be that the payouts that are coming, I'm like, yeah, who knows what those bills are? You may be able to call them and say, look, I got X, Y, and Z coming in next week. Could you just give me the week and I'll give it to you? And they may be okay with that. I've found in the past, like calling and explaining something, usually whoever it is will work with you, because usually, like, what are they going to do? They're going to, you're going to get it. It just, if it's the difference between getting it on the 8th or getting it on the 16th, like, could you give me a break? I think that you'll be fine. Yeah, I think you'll be okay. Or maybe you could pay a portion of it or something. Hello, I had issues with college. I'm not sure what path I want to take anymore. What should I do? The cards can't tell you what to do. You've got to figure it out. Exploring your options could lead you to success. Take time to yourself. Listen to your intuition. Exploring your options. I mean, I feel like, you know, I'm going to say this over and over again. My friend and I talk about it all the time. But every single system in this world is stupid and fucked up. Like, how do we at 18 figure what we want to do for the rest of our lives? Spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and then come out of college and hate it. I mean, that happened to one of my friends. I mean, from the day I met him, he wanted to be an accountant. And it's all he ever talked about. I fucking love math. I hate math. I hate it. He loved math. He goes to school for accounting, and then after he graduates, I reconnect with him, and I'm like, did you become an accountant? And he's like, I did, and I fucking hate it, and now I'm going to school for nutrition. I'm like, but since the day I met you, you wanted to be an accountant. What happened? He's like, I hate it. Best thing I could tell anybody would be to explore your options and explore your interests. If something really interests you, put time and effort into that. I don't care, like I say with Avery and the ice skating. She may decide she wants to go to school to be a school teacher. That's wonderful. She can be a school teacher, but she also could have on the side, she's an ice coach. Once she learns everything she needs to learn, if she can go for I don't know how you become an ice coach. With us, we had to take a course. Become an ice coach, because you never know when you need to make extra money on the side. You never know you're going to start a side business or a side hustle. The rink is right down the street from our house. I mean, you never know. It's a good idea to have your hands in a couple of things. My suggestion would be, if you're unsure what you want, figure out what your wants and likes are and go from there. Even if somebody tells you, I know ice skating is very expensive, but I pay the coaches a lot of money. I'm going to tell you that I've seen the younger ones or the newer ones as cheap as $30 a half hour, and I've seen the experienced ones go up as high as $75 a half hour. So you can make that money back. My point is, having your hands in more than one thing you know. I think it's helpful. I think it's helpful. Follow what your interests are, not necessarily what you think you should do or what somebody else is telling you should do. Because this is something you're going to have to do for a long time. You know, maybe you want to be a personal trainer. You could still be a doctor and be a personal trainer on the side. You know, like they're explore, especially if you're young. If you're old too, it doesn't matter. Explore, because there's so many opportunities when you have like a lot of different skills. Anyway, let me shut my mouth. They want me to pay so much, it's why I have issues with it. They want me to pay almost 4,000. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. I agree. This is once again my personal opinion, has nothing to do with the cards, do with it what you wish. If you're not 100% certain what you want to do in college, I mean in your career, my suggestion would be go to a local community college, do all the basic classes that you have to do, and don't do anything that you're unsure of, because why throw the money away and the time and the effort and the stress if you don't know that that's what you really want to do? And it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And even in, I know the idea. I mean, I don't know all that much about the education system. My friend that's the math professor would know more. But even if you, like me, I was in performing arts. Like, why did I have to take earth science? But I did. I had to take earth science. Like, why did I have to take algebra? Like, I'm not using algebra. Why do I have to do it? Why do I have to pay for those classes when that's not part of what I don't know. I don't know. I mean, to this day, I always say to my dad, I haven't used algebra. And he's like, you do use it. You just don't realize that you're using it. Well, I could tell you I've never used trigonometry. I don't even know what it is. Do I know geometric shapes? I do. Yoga, we got triangle. But I don't know all that much about, you know, like, why did I have to? I mean, earth science was interesting. You know, I love rocks and that kind of stuff, but it wasn't going to help me with my acting degree. So why did I have to take it? Oh my God. And then me and my friend, oh shit, we took this class. It was an English class because you had to take X amount of English classes. Why? Well, the class was called Myth and Symbol. And it sounded so interesting. Like you read a story and you pick out the myths and the symbols of this. Oh my God, it was so fucking hard. It was so hard. And we were wrong about everything. Everything that we thought we were wrong. It was just, that class sucked. And then the teacher was weird. Like we had to fold the paper in half and write on one side. It was weird. Anyway, yeah, so I agree with you. I agree with you. You know, if you said, hey, I know I want to be a lawyer, then I would say, you're going to have to push through this. But if you don't know what you want to do, and you got to come up with $4,000 tomorrow, I mean, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, get the general requirements. I agree. Do whatever, I think it was called back in my day, liberal arts. I don't know what the hell they call it now. Michelle, can you be a little bit more specific than health? Like, I can't give you a health reading. I can look around a problem if you have one. But for anything that's just general health related, you should see a doctor for. But if you have like a chronic condition, I can look into. But I need a little more information. Job, boyfriend Jay's current feelings and next actions. He may find you to be genuinely a nice person, somebody who is down to earth, somebody who is stable and loyal, but he looks very distant, and that may be causing you anxiety. Is that true? Have you not heard from him in a while? If you haven't heard from him in a while, you might want to reach out to him and discuss it. Butterfly A for tomorrow. Did I do Butterfly A for tomorrow? I feel like I may have. Maybe I didn't do Butterfly A. Butterfly A for tomorrow. Listen to your intuition. Slow and steady wins the race, and life begins to move forward towards greener pastures when you're clear about your wants and needs in both personal and professional relationships. You have the world at your feet. You may be spending time with an Aquarius. You have choices and options around social activity. Gemini, will I meet my future girlfriend online or in person? Probably is going to be online, but I can't swear to that. The cards can't really tell you where you're going to meet someone, but online comes up a little bit stronger. Magician's heart, snap friend Tacky's feelings towards me. I replied to his text today after 2 months of no contact. He may feel like you were being spiteful for some reason, like you weren't answering him because you were like trying to manipulate him in some way. Moon is in reverse, which means something could get revealed around the situation. He may be a little annoyed. He may be feeling a little annoyed. Migu for the next 24. You have a wish that comes true. Could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Life begins to move forward. A new journey begins. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Life could change for you for the better quickly. Not bad. Emily for today and tomorrow with Soha. Things look a little slow. You got the Hanged Man here. Nothing bad is happening. It just looks like not all that much is happening. Try not to overthink things. Things may be a little slow, and that may make you feel a little impatient. If you don't have any plans, there's probably not going to be all that much happening. If you do have plans, you could go. Your plans could happen. Vartiga, what's next between SJ and I? You've got communication coming in, but look out with the Emperor in reverse. I don't like Emperor in reverse. It's like somebody may be trying to control or manipulate the situation. Manipulation doesn't work. Things may be a little slow, and if that's the case, just kind of go along with it. But there should be communication either coming in or picking up, and you'll probably see one another soon. Just look out for that Emperor in reverse. Damon, any job interviews coming up towards me for a job offer from the numerous vacancies that I've applied for in Connecticut? Could have a couple of interviews. Yeah, you've got a new opportunity coming in. Exploring your options leads to success with new beginnings. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Life moves forward. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Pretty good. Spiritually beautiful, I get into nursing school. Yes, I think you will. That was, my God. My friend. You know my friend, the one that I always talk about that didn't date anybody for 12 years? I hope she's not watching this. I spill all her secrets. All she wanted to be was a nurse. She just wanted to be a nurse. For years, this is what we hear. She got a job in the hospital. She was going to be a nurse. So she goes to a local community college. I don't remember if she must not have finished the program, because I think that you could graduate as an RN from the local college. Anyway, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. She decides she wants to go to NYU. Now, her and I both applied at the same time. We both got in, but I wanted to go to the Performing Arts School, which is incredibly hard to get into, and I got rejected from that. So, and that was probably the best thing that ever could have happened to me, because it was like a crazy expensive. Anyway, I wanted to live in the city. I can't imagine wanting to live in the city now. Anyway, so She gets in and she's going to go to the nursing program at NYU, and she takes out like I don't know how many thousands of dollars loans. Enough money so that she can pay for her apartment so that she doesn't have to work. And she didn't finish. She quit. She not only did she quit, but she quit and she moved out on like a random Wednesday night. And me and my other friend had to move her out of the fucking city. And, you know, if you've ever been to New York City, it's not parking friendly. So somebody had to be in the car while somebody else was coming down with the U-boat full of shit because you couldn't leave the cars double parked and then drive around the corner. And oh, and then she was like on the phone canceling the cable bill. She's like, no, we're doing this now. I'm not coming back. I think we got home, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I remember I had to work the next day, but I was only working at the grocery store, and it was like 4 hours, 9 to 1. I went home and crashed after that. Vicky, general for tomorrow. You've got teamwork is favored and life is moving forward. Take time if you can for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Slow and steady wins the race, but you may feel like you're making progress. Kriti for the next 48. If you're feeling undecided about something or someone, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders. You're no longer feeling stuck or stagnant. Life should start to move forward, and you could be spending time with an Aries. Could be spending time with a Gemini. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care, and a wish comes true. Not bad. Sally, reunite in a romantic relationship. What was his name? Sam? At this point, I don't see him putting in any effort to have a romantic relationship. If that's what your intention is with him, you might need to be the one to take the action. Explore. Anju again invites me to be his roommate, telling me it's for our benefit, and I find out it's only for his benefit. I'm very angry with him. What's going on? People are selfish. People are selfish. I know it's like you're surprised, but you shouldn't be because that's how people operate. Yeah, I don't know how it's only to his benefit and it's not benefiting you as well, but there is a benefit for you being there. I don't know what that is, and he's concerned with himself and his whereabouts. I don't blame you for being upset. Once again, my friend, the one that we moved out in the middle of the night. I was friends with her for years. She was, I mean, if I had a day off, she was with me. She called me 5-6 times a day. We would fucking talk on the phone for hours. Bullshit all the time. Spend time shopping together. Hung out every Sunday. We did everything together. And then all of a sudden she met someone. She didn't need me anymore. That's what people do. It sucks, but that's what the world is like. And, you know, you think that, like, you grow up and it's not going to be like that. Like, you think, oh, that's high school, but it's not. It's your whole life. Like, I hear people that are like my brother and sister-in-law, like, they're couples. So most of their friends, like, they hang out with the friends that have kids and stuff, like, in the neighborhood. And I even hear them with the same kind of shit. And, you know, and I've even noticed it with my friends, because I have a little bit more of an eclectic group. Like, not everybody's married. And not everybody has kids, but where, like, people will make plans, you send out a group thing, everybody's, oh yeah, we're gonna come, and then the day of, everybody backs out. It's like, it's so annoying. Yeah, I know, people are disappointing, and you get surprised, but you shouldn't be surprised. It's just unfortunate. Pallavi, what do you see for me in terms of love till the end of this year? I have someone on my mind, but things are very slow and confusing. I need either the person's name or the astrological sign. I don't care so much about things being slow, because sometimes slow is good. Like, it could be that we're building a solid foundation. It could be it's not limerence where it's hot and heavy and we have to be together every fucking minute. Like, I don't care about slow, but confusion, I don't care for the confusion, because you shouldn't be confused as to where you are in the relationship. Um, Talking about it, discussing it may be helpful. Moon is in reverse. Something may get revealed that needs to be dealt with. Negativity moves into the past through communication. But I would be very careful with anybody that's half in, half out, confusing, here today, gone tomorrow. Anything that's too extreme. Like, slow and steady, I actually think that that's good, because you don't want somebody who's madly in love with you on Tuesday and then it's like a limerence thing and then the fad wears off by next Thursday, they're gone. This doesn't read like that. This reads a little bit more like slow and steady wins the race. I don't care for the confusion, so I would have a conversation about that with this person as soon as possible. If it continues, then you may have to come to a crossroads here where you figure out whether or not this is something that you want. It sucks the most when someone you consider, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. You're just another person. I get it. I totally understand. And family does it. Family does it. And that makes me crazy. I mean, I know I'm not perfect, right? I'm not going to say that I'm perfect, but there are some things that are just, it's like so blatant in your face, obvious. Adonis, me and the Aquarius, whatever comes up. Well, you got success coming in around communication. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Disappointments heal and move into the past and life begins to move forward. Expressing your wants and needs is okay. And sometimes people are just downright mean. Why are all these people contacting me about trying to give me a loan? They're all scammers. The red flags. I know the thing about red flags, you know, I've found, I don't know if everybody feels like this, but when there's red flags with like a love interest, we tend to beat ourselves up. It's like, oh, I saw the red flags. Oh, yeah, I saw that. That should have been a red flag. But I've noticed that even in relationships with regular people, family members, friends, there have been times I've ignored flags, or I've made excuses for people. Like, there's a family member who has a habit of saying some really rude comments in front of me. Like, it's just things that are better left unsaid and could be left unsaid. And it's almost like you want to say, are you a fucking idiot for saying that in front of me? Like, you must really be a fucking ignoramus, because you didn't have to say that. And it took me a really long time to realize she's just mean. She's mean. She's a mean person. She's a mean person. It's who she is. I was, in my head, I was like, maybe she didn't realize. Maybe she spoke without thinking. Maybe, no. She's a grown woman. She knows what she's saying. She knows when she's saying something hurtful. And she's taken my face and rubbed it in shit many times. And I sat there and smiled. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm not doing it. So be careful with red flags with anyone. If somebody is being mean, somebody is being cruel, somebody is not treating you the way you're treating them, depending on the situation, you don't have to cut them out of your life. I mean, when it comes to love and romance, it may be different, but you gotta kind of keep them at a distance and know what you're dealing with, know what they're capable of. I'm the red flag. You're not the red flag. You're not the red flag. I'm kind of very inexpressive, and sometimes it intimidates people. But it's okay. That's okay. Like, you're allowed to be who you are. You don't have to be somebody else. You know what I mean? You don't have to be somebody else because it's going to make them feel comfortable, or it's going to make you more comfortable if I act like this. You don't have to do that. You be who you are, and then the right people show up. Like, there's good and bad to everybody, and sometimes I appreciate, like, my sister-in-law is one of those. If she's thinking it, she's going to tell you, and sometimes I really appreciate that. You know, I'd rather not have everything sugar-coated sometimes. Like, sometimes just tell me what you think. But then there's also a line between being intentionally mean. And my sister-in-law, I don't believe, is intentionally mean, where this other person, I think, was. And I think, yeah. And I think I made excuses for it for a long time. Now, because I don't know you well enough, Pallavi, I don't, you know, I can only go by what the cards are saying, and I'm when you're feeling confused or there's confusion around the situation, it's alarming. But here's a different friend. I'm not kidding. It was as clear as day. She had a nice guy show up, and she fucked it up. She fucked it up. An asshole who, like, would show up today and not show up tomorrow and screw up plans, she chased that person around, and it was so blatant. So what happened was, there was one guy, I don't even remember what his name was. Let's call him Bob. And Bob treated her like shit. She would plan dates, and she would get, like, tickets to things, and they were going to be dressed up and and then he would blow her off. And she continued to do it. Not saying that I'm any different, because I did my share of things like that too. Then she meets this nice guy that we knew that was from town, and, like, he made plans with her one night. Like, we'll go to the movies tomorrow night. She comes home from work and she calls him and says, well, I'm going to go to the gym first. Why? Why are you going to the gym when you have a date? Why? Why are you going to the gym when you have a date? Like, you already had a date. So he goes over, like, where she lived was far away. So he goes, okay, I'll meet you at this bar. And he's at the bar, and she gets there, and he's had a couple of drinks in him. But what did you expect? He's sitting in a bar by himself. Now she's pissed that he's drinking. But why did you go to the gym? Like, if she didn't have plans with him, and he just said, hey, let's go out tonight, it would have been different. But they already had plans. So finally one night, my other friend said to her, do you realize that you self-sabotage all your relationships? And she had this conversation with her. And I don't know if that particular conversation helped, but she got past it. So sometimes you have to take a look at yourself and see, like, what am I doing here? Like, how did I get myself into this? What was it that I was either willing to put up with, or what was it that I was afraid of? Like, in her case, I can't speak for her, but who knows? Maybe she was afraid of actually being in a well-functioning relationship with a nice guy. Familiarity is comfortable. So it may be more comfortable to be blown off by this guy that you're chasing around, where it's not so familiar for the guy to actually show up. And that may have been what it was she was struggling with. I don't know, but this is a long time ago. But it was so interesting that, like, we could see as clear as day what she was doing. She had no problem attracting guys. She had no problem having choices around guys. But if they were a good guy, she got rid of them. If they were a fucking unstable creep, she was trying to make it work. Anyway, she got past it. Now where the hell was I? I gotta be babbling. Lady Sunshine, General. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition, and your journey begins. You're making decisions that push life forward towards greener pastures. Life's moving forward towards greener pastures. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Mihawk General for the next 2 weeks. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. You could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, and you may have some money coming in. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life moves forward towards greener pastures. You may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. D for today. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Maybe working on a new creative project or creative hobby. Disappointments heal and move into the past. A new journey may be beginning. Pallavi, I'm overwhelmed because there are many people who are showing interest and I'm getting overwhelmed. That is overwhelming. I get it. I would explore your options and not commit to anyone until you're ready. See what it's all about. Brenda, General for today and tomorrow night. Today through tomorrow night. An old wound heals and moves into the past. You're no longer holding yourself back. Money comes in, finances improve. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Life comes into balance. Simone wants spirit cards. Strength, Archangel Ariel. Great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. The world, Archangel Michael. A job well done, joy, contentment, and gratitude. A path towards enlightenment. Page of Water, intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. Oh my goodness, this phone needs to be charged. What am I doing here with my life? I'm Lourdes. Thoughts and opinions of B towards me. She's my sister-in-law, but I don't feel good when I'm next to her. I think she may be a little intimidated by you, so her energy may be a little bit off. She may feel like you don't like her, so it may be that the two of you are kind of feeling like you don't really get one another, and that may be why you're picking up that energy from her. I think there is opportunity for things to improve as time goes on. She seems to think that you're smart, intelligent, and down to earth, hardworking, and successful. Eminem, love for Taurus. Slow and steady wins the race, but there's happiness around love if this person is currently with someone. They have a committed relationship here. If they're already with this person, things may be slow but well functioning. If they're not with anyone, they've got water coming in, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or Earth, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Michelle, work has been slow. Will things get better? You may see an improvement sometime between like November through the end of the year. Yeah, things could improve. You got the Six of Pentacles here. Sarah, thinking of buying curtains. I checked online. They're very cheap, but delivery charge they're adding is a lot, but still it's okay. T says to buy them from the local market. Will they be any cheaper or better? I think you could find something cheaper and better at the local market. I would try there first, and if you're not happy, then order them online. Cards indicate you'll find something at the local market. Taurus, S&I. Things look a little slow. There's like indecision and things may be out of balance or stagnation with the death card in reverse. It depends where you are in your relationship. I don't see all that much changing. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation could be helpful. Lose love. Well, Demetrius passes exams of his driver's license tomorrow with success. He's very anxious. I think he's going to pass. Ask Meta, sometimes we're less attracted to the nice guy who will commit easy. Yep, especially if we have childhood wounds. Maybe not for the thrill, but sometimes the nice guy is stay. Yep. Yeah, and I used to see that with my mother all the time. My mother always seemed to like the guy that was unstable, always. And the nice guy was boring. She even used to say, she's like, he's nice, but he's boring. What do you want him to do? Like, what do you want him to do? Join the circus? I mean, he's a retired man. Like, what do you want from him? Like, what do you expect? JJ, will I find an apartment in Copenhagen or around it before the end of October? You can make that happen, most likely. Queen for today. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Money comes in. Finances improve. Listen to your intuition. The weight of the world slips off your shoulders. Lay down the law. Set boundaries. It'll serve you well. And you may be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Jazz, any positive change in Samir's feelings for me? I don't see anything changing around this situation as of now. Looks as if things may be out of balance. Emin, how would I perform in the new role? I feel insecure. Perseverance pays off. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You might be feeling stressed about it in the beginning, but as time goes on, you'll be fine. Crow's Nest, Noah's next actions towards me. Romantic. I don't see any romance here. I actually don't see all that much happening between the two of you. Now, the Temperance card could be have patience or things move forward with divine guidance, but I don't see romance, love, or commitment here. So if you have intentions for him, you might want to be the one to take the initiative. Listen to your intuition. But things do look like they may be a little out of balance, or the two of you may not be on the same page. Is this somebody you speak to frequently? Because I don't even see communication right now. Things look slow. If you want to see communication pick up, I would suggest reaching out to him rather than waiting. Amu, love and romance coming in. Yeah, life could move forward towards greener pastures when you cut away people, places, and things that no longer serve you. You could have fire coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Exploring your options leads to success around love moving forward. Virta, General. Life's moving forward towards greener pastures, and you may have choices and options around social activity. Listen to your intuition. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. Money comes in, finances improve. Lay down the law, set boundaries if someone is overstepping. Stargate, finances. Finances are okay. You've got money coming in, you're paying your bills, things are moving forward. I would say between now and the end of the winter, you may see an increase in finances, or finances could be improving. Crow's Nest, love for the immediate future. Exploring your options could lead you to a committed relationship that's quite successful when you listen to your intuition. Disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. An Empress could be bringing in love and money or more of it. Making a decision that pushes life forward. Could be with a new Cancer that comes in, or another water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, sometime between like now and maybe the end of November. New beginnings are on the horizon that could lead you to success and long-term potential. Mia, does Devin really love me romantically? Do you see us having a future together? I don't see a whole lot of love around this situation. Where are you guys in your relationship right now? Because it looks like things may be stagnant or the two of you are not on the same page as of right now. Esmeta, Andro's thoughts and feelings towards me, Shushi. May find you to be somebody who is strong, confident, hardworking, somebody who is down to earth, kind-hearted, compassionate, sincere, a loyal friend. Pretty good. Pretty good. And Grace, what does Spirit want me to know about my current relationship? Spirit cards. 10 of Fire, too much work, accept help from others. Life is a little out of balance. Look out for stress-related health concerns. There may be stress or imbalance around your relationship. 6 of Water, memories from your history or your childhood. Issues regarding children romanticizing the past. With this card, I would say be careful that you're not looking back on the past with this person with rose-colored glasses. Depends where you are in your relationship. 6 of Air. Things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation, taking a trip. So if things have been rocky or a little out of balance, that may move into the past as we move into November. Let's see what happens. Not bad. MJ, what good is coming in that I need to know? Anxiety eases and moves into the past. You may be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Investing time in a creative project or creative hobby is possible. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Not bad. Arcade, full moon. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Listen to your intuition. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. New beginnings are on the horizon, and you may be spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. I think a lot of people are going to be feeling ambitious because the moon is in ambitious Aries. And I think a lot of people, if you use it for good, you can get a lot done. Don't act impulsive in a bad way. Leo, love for this week. Slow and steady wins the race, and if you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. It looks a little bit like a slow week, but okay. Nothing bad. Probably not all that much happening. Is there anyone here I haven't answered for yet? Oh, I don't want that. Chan, 1 week since I had a simple haircut. I don't know if it's health declining, showing on my face, or the new haircut is taking time. I feel a different look. I'm finding it difficult to recognize myself. I'm trying all kinds of tips and tricks. I think you'll start to feel better once we get past, like maybe once we get into the second half of October. I think it may start growing and you may feel like you have a little bit more to work with and you're a little bit more comfortable. Jola, I'm okay. How are you? Well, things go good for the Forex investment, Forex trading. I would say I would exercise caution with whatever this is, but the cards can't really predict the markets or trading. Otherwise, everybody would be millionaires. But the cards kind of indicate be careful. Proceed with caution. Tibet, how will things go when I run into Ari the Aquarius again? May go okay. Communication looks good. It may be a little awkward in the moment, but then you kind of get past it. Listen to your intuition and don't be afraid to express your wants and needs. Slow and steady wins the race. Femme for the rest of October. Disappointments heal and move into the past. Life comes into balance. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news you've been waiting on, and you could get good news around work. The hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, and you may be spending time with the Libra. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? Miriam, general messages for from my guide. Spirit messages. Justice, Archangel Raguel. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. Six of Air. Things are looking up. The end of a difficult situation. Taking a trip. Empress, Archangel Gabriel. Lavish abundance. Give birth to your dreams. Nurture yourself and others. Anybody else here I haven't answered for? Hi, Images. Welcome. Yeah, go ahead. Put a question, Images. Anybody else besides Images that I haven't answered for yet? Mel, General. Empress could be bringing in love and money or more of it. Maybe spending time with the Virgo. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Life is moving forward. Disappointments are healing and moving into the past, and you could have a wish come true. You also maybe may have a new journey beginning or a new venture. Maybe business related, business or school related. Listen to your intuition and take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Images, what are my feelings towards Nikos? Like, do I actually like him or do I just like that he likes me? Cards can't tell you how you feel. You have to spend time alone with yourself to figure out how you're feeling. Nobody can tell you how you feel. I can look at the connection, but I can't tell you how you feel. Well, especially because he's a potential coworker, I would think being cautious is a good idea because that could get very complicated. But the cards indicate slow and steady wins the race. If you're feeling undecided, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Listen to your intuition. Take time for yourself. It may help to just, sit around alone in a quiet room and just think, and even you may even want to write down pros and cons. It does look like you could be self-sabotaging a little bit, but there is reason to be cautious around a potential coworker. That could get very complicated. So I give yourself a little bit of grace for that. I think being cautious is smart. And the cards indicate slow and steady wins the race. If you're undecided, don't make any decisions until you're ready. But I do think there is potential for this relationship to move forward. Hi, Pizzetta. I wouldn't say you're real. I mean, you are kind of self-sabotaging, but it's a good idea not to get involved with a coworker. I don't care what anyone says. It's not a good idea to get involved with the next door neighbor either, because if it doesn't work out, you got to live next door to them. If it doesn't work out, you got to work with this person. And that could really, it could get kind of ugly. So you could be being cautious, which would be a smart thing. Diving in head first with a coworker, if it doesn't work out, it could be very complicated. Emin, did Elle know that I applied for the new position? Yeah, I do think she knew. Peach, General. Disappointments heal and move into the past. The world is at your feet. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business. Listen to your intuition and life begins to move forward. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Tivat, will R, the Aquarius, make a move or keep it cordial? He could make a move at some point. Yeah, I wouldn't put that past him. Stacy, for today. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and focusing time and energy on a side business, side project, side hustle could be bringing in more money. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and you may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Lucinda, General. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Could be spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. You may be feeling a little bit more financially stable, and you could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan. Cosetta, will I see or meet M again? That could happen. Yeah, most likely. Emin, would the new recruiters regret hiring me, or would they pick the wrong candidate? I feel I'm sabotaging myself. I don't think you're sabotaging yourself, because I don't see you like doing anything like you're going to sabotage yourself. I don't see regret around this situation. It looks slow and steady wins the race, and life begins to move forward. Oh, Lucinda, I answered for you already. I'm waiting for Stacy's second question. And then I got to go out and get Avery from the bus. Stacy, if you're out there, can you put your second question? Lucinda, I answered for you already. Stacy, are you out there? Oh, you're welcome. Okay, then I'm going to wrap it up and we'll get Stacy. So if somebody reminds me, Stacy has another question. If she comes back on tonight or tomorrow, we'll give her an extra question. Thank you all very much for being here. I'll see you guys later.